Now, what does this mean for Pakistan and the world? More uncertainty for sure, but that's not all. This election changes many dynamics, both within Pakistan and outside. We'll look at the three biggest takeaways. What should you make of this election and the result in Pakistan? Number one, Pakistan's army has failed, at least for the time being. Look at everything that they did for Nawaz Sharif. Got his cases dismissed, brought him back from London, put his chief rival in jail, delayed the vote to help him campaign, and yet the public sentiment was against them. Let's be clear about that. The final results may tell a different story, but this was a vote against the Pakistan army, against its meddling in politics. And that spoils Rawalpindi's calculations, because this election was supposed to be a clean slate, a chance to move beyond Imran Khan. But now Pakistan is back to square one. PTI supporters are organizing rallies and protests. Cases have been filed against 30 of them in Islamabad, and chances are this number will increase. So the polls have plunged Pakistan into more crisis. They've busted the army's aura of invincibility. Takeaway number two, the election has shown the power of technology in polls, especially artificial intelligence. Imran Khan was arrested in August last year, meaning he could not campaign. His party was also barred from holding rallies, and Pakistani media was banned from giving him airtime. Now, normally that would kill a political party, but not the PTI, because they turned to technology. Imran Khan used AI to deliver speeches. They used deepfake. His party held online rallies. They overcame physical restrictions with a digital outreach. In fact, their social media game was on point. The PTI has more than 9.8 million followers on X. The Pakistan Muslim League, Nawaz Sharif's party, has just 2.5 million, and it's pretty active too. Whether it's posting videos from polling stations or reaction videos from leaders or even foreign media analysis, the PTI's online campaign was very Gen Z. And it could be a template for other leaders and countries. And finally, takeaway number three, the external dynamics. What does this election mean for India and the world? Well, it's a tough one. For starters, Pakistan is a nuclear power. It is also home to multiple terror groups, the world's terror headquarters, if you will. And it's on the brink, its economy. So instability here is worrying. That's the biggest concern for Western countries. That's also why they keep backing the army, to make sure that the nukes are safe. But this election will put the West in a tough spot. On the one hand, the army is their ally. On the other hand, the rigging is blatant. So what will Western countries do? The United States has not criticized the internet shutdown. It says it was tracking the curbs, whatever that means.
We are concerned about the restrictions on the exercise of freedom of expression. We are tracking reports of restrictions on internet and cell phone access across Pakistan on polling day. And we, along with the international community, will continue to emphasize the importance of democratic institutions, a free press, a vibrant civil society, and expanded opportunities for political participation of all of Pakistan's citizens. But I'm not going to get ahead of any of the other official election results, so I'm not going to comment on this any further.
Well, let's hope this is a wake-up call for them. Western countries have long been guilty of backing Pakistan. They've armed Pakistan's army, bailed out the government every time it's messed up, and ignored their support for terrorism. Maybe now is the time to shut the tap, to realize what Western money is used for in Pakistan. It doesn't reach the people for sure. Instead, it is used to enrich the army, to crack down on voters and subvert democracy. Will the US impose sanctions on Islamabad for this? I wouldn't count on it. The Americans forget democracy when it comes to Pakistan. Just think back to the elections in Bangladesh last month. Do you remember the pressure from Washington, the scathing criticism? But with Pakistan, it's all very businesslike. So Western capitals need to take a hard look at their policy, because the current one is wrong. India too needs to be on alert. A clean slate may have triggered hopes of a reset, but now all bets are off. Pakistan's army looks weak and cornered. That also makes them more dangerous. We also can't rule out domestic unrest. Imran Khan's party is not the only one complaining of rigging. Most opposition parties feel robbed. What if they hit the streets in protest? What if terror groups capitalize on the unrest? These are all real possibilities. Of course, there is nothing that India can do about it. The only option is to wait and watch and be on your guard.